I'm glad we all agree. This guy, he's got some aura. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact. Can we get this guy a name? Can we? Can we? Like, there's no way Big Brother, chapter 235. But there's no way Big Brother's got all this aura. All this aura. And he still hasn't got a name. Like, come on now. Suzuki Sensei. Now you got a dragon. Let's see. I know you didn't give the other guys names because they're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. As much as I like the Mickey Mouse guy, he was relevant. But you gotta give this guy a name. He's gotta got emotion to it. Let's see. He's coming, right? Sakamoto's on his way here. You should have ran, bro. You should have ran. Why did you think you would be calm? Sabo, why did you think you would be calm? Well, no, he didn't think he would be calm. He thought he was gonna trick them. So you should have ran after you had tricked them, dog. Because they wouldn't be able to get this information out of you. Let's see. Sheen is like, how am I this far? We're literally twins. Like, notably, my brother is like younger than me. We're not like, oh, year apart, 2 years apart. So like, whenever I was stronger than him, and I still am to this day. But, you know, he doesn't work out as much as I do. So, but essentially, he was always like, this is unfair. How can this happen? I was like, I would always say, I was literally born first. I've had more time. I'm further in my biological progression than you. You will not be stronger than me for a while, kid. And that's fine. They are literally twins, though. I know one's a boy, one's a girl, but still, they're literally twins. How are you so footish? This man doesn't have a single range weapon, but he's doing more range damage than you are. Let's see. Oh, this will be your breeze then. You okay, Sheena? Yeah, I'm good. Just not in peak form today. Hey, what's this? What's this button? What's this button right here? Wait, hold on, camera. Focus on that. What is, hold on. What is that? What is that? Oh, is that the X button? Is that the X button? Let's see. What, is she feeling that? Well, then again, notably, I've mentioned this before. I don't actually have an older sibling. I am the eldest of my father and mother's offspring. So I don't have the older sibling, but I do have older sibling-like beings in my life. That sounds so like abstract. I have older sibling-like beings. But I have beings, or aka cousins, I consider older siblings. And if this is like a nervousness based on like, oh, I'm just not as good as him, stuff like that, I get that. Because like there's sometimes when you look at someone who's like essentially like you. I'm talking like first cousins. So like some of my first cousins, they're like much farther along in life than me. But of course they're like 10 years older than me. So of course they are. It's kind of the same rationalization I always get my little brother. Like, I was born first. I've had more time. So it's the same case for them versus me, but especially when I was younger, I'd always be like, man, I'm just not doing as good as them. I'm just not as goated as them, and that kind of sucks. And that is rough to deal with. Especially considering I think these characters are still relatively young. Like, I'm not even sure if either of them are 18. Yeah, I'm good. Just not in peak form today. You should okay. Never mind. It's not like that, because I don't know. I mean, I tried, but like, kid me trying to fight my older cousins, like, it wasn't really a battle, for the sense that obviously I lost, but also like, it wasn't even like, don't patronize me. I was just like, I want to see if I can beat you, and then I got low diff. But I have a variety of them too. One of them just scooped me up, like they treat me like a little lion cub and grabbed me by my shirt and just lifted me up off the ground. I was like, oh, if you don't. But many of them, especially like a lot of some of my older cousins, would just like actually beat the taste out of me whenever I tried them, and I was like, oh man, this sucks. But of course I was young, I didn't really care. But I understand that idea of like, man, I should be strong enough to do this, but still getting low diff really does hurt. But and you should rest. I'll take it from here. Huh? Don't patronize me. So, infighting is what's gonna save our casting crew right now. All right. So Sheena just kicks him like that. Oh, but she was able to stagger him, so she's at least a little bit relative. But then again, he probably didn't expect to get back shots from her. But I mean, siblings. I get it. So sometimes it is, you do a lot of self-sabotage. I don't know, something about siblings, especially when technically they are right. it does hit. It does hit, and it does make you be like, I got a tweak on you. Let's see. Bam! Never mind. I thought she was going to keep attacking him. Nope. Looks like she did kick him, but only to get, not Seiba, I said Seiba earlier, to get Natsuki free. And Big Bro drops Natsuki, and then she puts the whole Spagooter directly at his face. Hey, Shino, what the heck? You're always looking down on me. I can handle these losers on my own. Now, here's the thing. As I, once again, press the X button to doubt. I know it's not the right place on the controller, but as I press the X button to doubt. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, well, you got me. But this is the thing, I can't imagine living in that level of delusion, dog. I can handle these losers on my own. You've literally almost lost to them, what? Well, to be fair, I think maybe it's only been twice. I think it's only been twice, right? Well, no, because Natsuki would have done damage. So there was the first time where Natsuki was invisible and would have done damage if it wasn't for Big Bro. Actually, no, there are 4. One isn't even these guys. Like, the one was the teachers, right? She was about to get absolutely diffed by the teachers. So Big Bro had to step in and diff them. Then there was a time Natsuki went invisible and almost diffed her. Once again, Homeboy saved her. Big Bro saved her. Then there was the 3rd time when she was put into the pool and she was going to lose to Invisible Natsuki again. So that's the 3rd time. And then being trapped in that room. She was in that room by herself. She clearly wasn't strong enough to get out 4 times. Four times. And once again, this does feed into the idea that Suzuki Sensei does not want to write a single. Well, actually, no, we can't say that. Kunomi was successful. She just lost again. But Suzuki Sensei, man, the male characters do just be way stronger than the female characters. But very specifically, this is like 4 times of being proven inadequate and not actually being able to handle these guys, and you're still on about that. Gang, I know you're a teenager, but how many more times do you need to almost lose? How are you gonna almost lose here? Like, unless Big Bro himself steps in to stop you, you're gonna somehow fumble this. We're on page 3. There's no way you're actually getting rid of Natsuki. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be Mafuyu is gonna come back in and save him, I'm guessing. But still, you are a professional bag fumbler at this point. I don't blame him for saving your life. Then again, this is also very, very sibling-esque. I will not lie to you. But let me see. Oh, yeah, it's sibling-like, where you can prove something to them over and over and over again, but because you are siblings, and notably, like, I don't even think Big Bro is actually looking down on her. I think it's just like worry, it's concern. Especially, like, again, it's because they're twins. It probably makes it harder. But like, I remember my brother would always get on. I would always get on his nerves, and I'd be like, "You okay, kid? What's going on? Are everything all right?" Like, stop doting on me. Not my dad. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you're still my baby brother. It's like I've been concerned about that boy ever since I was young, and in that way, it does come off as patronizing. It comes off as disrespectful, even when you as the older sibling have the best of intentions. And even the same thing for me, right? Like I mentioned, for some of my older siblings, like beings, they'd be like, "I can do something myself," and I was like a kid. I'd be like, "You aren't that big. You cannot reach that top shelf. Let me just help you." But there's times like that. But then again, I was a kid by the time of like teenage years, especially if I was shown that was wrong 4 times over, I would learn my lesson. But Sheena, clearly she not like me for real. Let's see. Yeah, but you see, well, no, not yeah, but don't co-sign on this, Big Bro. Like she clearly can. She's about to get diffed again. Yeah, but you seem tired, so you seem tired. And that's tough and straight copium. She's not tired. She's just buns. She's just booty meat. She's just cheeks, bro. She almost got diffed by no-name random teacher fodder, dog. She was about to get boomed by a non-named characters gang. She can't handle this. She's not built for this. Just because you're the older brother, you're always butting in, trying to protect me. It's so annoying. Once again, if she was like half her age, I could excuse this. But like, I don't know. And maybe just because I'm old and jaded and now don't really care as much, I don't mind being protected. Shoot, help my brother out. Like I don't know, and like I do, but part of me gets Shig at this point, because like even though I'm like more lax about it now, I still don't really like getting help. I've just gotten lazier, which is bad. Like I'm now more accepting to get help and knowing, and I just understand more as I mature that like, okay, I can't do everything by myself. Even the things I can't do by myself could be done better with somebody else. So like part of me is like still in that super duper stubborn. I don't want to do things, or I want to help with things. But at the same time, even at her age, I'm assuming she's got to be like 16 to 18, right? Even at her age, I was at a point maturity wise where I was like, like you would maybe need to hammer it in once or twice or thrice, but 4 times, You're always butting in trying to protect. Like, why are you mad about that? Why are you mad, bro? Of all things, let's see. Natsuki. Oh, yeah. Well, just I figured. All right. That's a cool shot, though. Literally a cool shot as it gets deflected. But, yeah. It is, Mafuyu coming back in to save Natsuki. But, once again, look at this, Cheetah. You're so buns. You cannot confirm a single KO. Not even, obviously, it's meant to be like a point-blank execution. But not even a singular KO, dog. You're buns, Cheetah. You're buns. And unfortunately, it seems like this seems to be your fate. Bing. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, even crazier. But like, is that how that works? I mean, probably. But cut that. That's cool. I thought the things were ricocheting. No, before she could even unload the thing point blank in his face, all over him. Let me not go further. I was gonna extend that joke even. Let's not go further. But before she could even unload that thing, the front of it was sliced off. I guess maybe that's how that works. I don't know. I feel like things would still be able to come out because like a lot of the raw firepower is stored back here, right? So like, wouldn't that not work? Hold on. But Google's gonna be like, why are you asking this? But hold on. If you, and we'll go something simple. We'll go something even like less complicated than machine gun. If you cut off the front tubes, let's say front tubes, the front tubes of a shotgun, can it still fire? Can it still fire? Yes. Well, that's the, I'm not sure. What happens if you cut the front of a shotgun? Barrel length and shot spread. The primary reason the pattern is altered because cutting off the end of a barrel removes the choke, which generally overextends 2 inches inward from the muzzle. Okay. Shotgun shell not in barrel went off. Would it be lethal? Take out. No, not the magazine. Not the magazine. If the magazine tube. No, I'm not. See, that's the thing. I don't want the magazine tube. Very specifically, maybe I'm wrong about this though. I don't know anything about spagooters. I don't know anything about goons. But I feel like this should still work. I mean, obviously this like maybe rotates or something like that. But I feel like considering all the firepower stored back here, like it's like the magazine was removed. You got the front of it. Like, does that even do anything? I feel like if anything, that would just fire it faster. Like, now it's just a bit closer range. I don't know. But obviously, the whole implication here that it's meant to cut off. This is Sakamoto. It's not ever meant to be real. This is for Aura. Would have been better to have cut the spagooter back here, where they definitely would have made it unable to fire. Yeah, but it's cooler that it's closer to his face, right? So I see it. What? Oh, wow, Shinoa, look at you being genuinely incompetent again. If you had just left it to Natsuki, then you would have been, or not Natsuki. If you had left Natsuki to your big bro, it would have been fine. But look at you being buns. What? I get it. Big brothers are annoying. Suki-sensei, do you have a big brother? Let's see. And here's Mafuyu. Alright. Mafuyu? What, are you stupid? Why'd you come back? I realized something. Huh? Strongest guys around me. Always fighting to protect someone. Aww. I mean, that's cute. That's cute they get inspired by it. But I mean, to be fair, in this case, it actually was the best move because it did save Natsuki's life. Either probably Big Bro himself, who we still don't have a name for, but either Big Bro himself or Shinoa would have boomed Natsuki. So technically, Mafuyu did make the right move here, even though strategically it would have been the wrong move. Let's see. Mafuyu, what are you? Wait, no. Huh? Strongest guys around me, always protecting someone else. Natsuki's like, what does that matter? He's like, of all times, what does that matter? Oh. What did she just throw? I assume that wasn't a spagooter. What was that? Huh? Okay. So Mafuyu does react and block the kick in time? Or whatever. I don't know what she threw there. Like, strong people are always fighting to protect someone? That's so dumb! The truly strong fighters aren't interested in other people. Funny enough, once again, we're gonna keep. So you're nothing but an X machine right now, or doubt machine, I suppose. But like, I think even within the context of this universe, like I'm trying to really think. In the context of in another universe, she'd be right. It's unironically, like she'd be like in a JJK style universe, kind of. Well, even then, she'd kind of be proven wrong there too, because like the way that they dance. But in certain times, certain periods in JDK should be right. But in Sakamoto Days in particular, I'm trying to think of all the top tiers, and all of them care about some people, somebody, some rule, some order, right? Like, let's think of the previous strongs in the verse. Takamura. You'd be like, well, Takamura didn't care about anybody. He cared about life. He believed that ultimately all those scumbags who took life without meaning and ruthlessly deserved to die. So in a way, while he didn't care about anyone specific, he cared about people. Which, truly strong fighters not interested in other people? No, Takamura was interested in other people to the point of trying to keep them safe through his work. Obviously, you know, he was still gruesome and violent in his own way, and definitely did a lot of damage. But notably, I don't think we could ever really pull up... I mean, obviously, you know, he did things where he sliced like entire cars apart. But I don't think we can really bring up a time where Takamura was like directly responsible for harming a civilian. That's why the whole reason was so out of character when Uzuki was going to do it himself, right? Like, the idea that Takamura would do that, not the case, and he was the previous strongest. Sakamoto. He cared for Rion. He cared for Nagamo. He had friends. And he was interested in those friends. And of course, he was still extremely powerful and was interested in Ao. Well, being interested in Ao did nerf him, technically. But still, he was still extremely powerful. The strong fighters care about that. Nagamo cared about Rion to the point where he was willing to consider a fake copy of Rion and Uzuki viable enough to save and protect. And that he's also the second best fighter in the order. Uzuki even himself cares about the Alkmaar kids. He did. It hasn't been too relevant recently. Well, that's the thing. He cared about them and how they are treated. So strong people aren't. Like, she's just wrong. Every single top tier or high tier in the universe cares about somebody. Shishiba cares about people, even if he is loath to admit it. Osaragi cares about Shishiba, and like, I think it's implied she cares about more people than just Shishiba, but notably we haven't gotten too much of Osaragi, so it's mostly just Shishiba. Like, all these strong fighters, even Torres cares about the people who can give him money. So like she's just wrong, and that's why she's weak. That's why she's bunt. That's why she can't KO anything. Like, she can't get nothing, not a single confirmed KO. Let's see. The truly strong fighters aren't interested in other people. Oh really? Oh really? You go on believing that. Yo, I feel you talk that talk, dog. Talk that talk. Talk a little bit spooky to her. She clearly needs to hear it. You go on believing that. I'm just trying to catch up to everyone. Aww. Oh, he's like, I need to refill this. I've recorded 2 reviews so far, and I still need to record Medulla and Black Clover after this. So, what do you do? Need to refill that. But, with that being the case, I do find it, this is a nice little character arc for Mafuyu, because Mafuyu was also very, very indifferent. He was kind of just doing things to reach his own freedom, and he's obviously cared about Natsuki to this point. But very specifically, the idea that he's trying to directly catch up to Natsuki and Shin in particular, 2 people who fight for those they love and who they believe in and who they want to protect. And they've gotten so strong that Mafuyu's like, well, shoot, let me just lock in. Let me lock in and use that care for others as not a weakness, even if it technically comes with a weakness, but a strength in order to fuel myself better. So let's see. I'm just trying to catch up to everyone. Don't get in my way. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Let's back it up. Hold on. Okay, not too far. I don't want to hit the swords. Back it up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's cinema. it's cinema, y'all. It's cinema. I see you. All right, but I guess Big Bro couldn't step in. Like, did he actually do damage there? Let's see. He may have just brushed her shoulder or something. But did he actually do damage there with those cuts? Let's see. Don't get in my way. All right. Sheena, are you buns? Are you down from that? That invisibility suit. It's a real pain when someone who can move uses it. Ah. Oh. What? Okay, but that's the thing. He didn't do too much damage. All right. So Mafuyu, so we're getting a battle with the younger sibling. I wonder if is Big Bro and Natsuki in a chat then? Because like, why is he not helping? Or maybe because she complained about him helping too much. Now he's gonna be like, okay, I guess I'll just stand to the sidelines. Yeah, how big? Wait. Why have I not given Big? Can I do it though? I'm not trying to consistently do it and deliver his lines properly. But now I wanted to give him the TFS Broly voice. How big is your power level? Mine's pretty big. I can't even do the Broly voice properly. Well, I love the way they voice base Broly in that. But with it being the case, there's a good testament, right? Like, Mafuyu is a better fighter than Natsuki. So someone who can move is actually a very annoying. It's a very good perk for them to have, since Mafuyu can move. Let's see. But hey, look at this, Sheena. You getting diffed by something you can't handle. If only you let your Big Bro come help you, because he's already shown that this invisibility suit means nothing to him, and he drastically outstats everybody here. Whoosh. Oh, but just reacting time. Transform hammer mode. I mean, like, once again, Shinoa, you're so cool. I just wish you weren't so bummy. Like, you're probably not going to do anything to him. Like, it's crazy to say Shinoa's washed when she hasn't done anything. Like, what do I say in that case? Like, if a character, I usually call washed characters, aka, or characters who've done really, really good, but then, you know, kind of fall off a cliff. Like, right now, I'd say Kendaka, pretty washed. Like, for how cool he was, he's done practically nothing in this arc. And even, like, the arc prior, he barely did anything. But in this case, like, Shinoa, she's not even, like, she's dirty laundry, dog. She's not even washed. It's really, really bad. Let's see, transform hammer mode. This is so cool, though. Why are you so bummy? I don't get how it works, but it's still cool. Ah! Gar! Okay, me too. Well, come on over. I'm not even saying I would also fall for the mix-up too here, obviously. But like, Shinoa, you're so buns. You're so buns. How can one manage to be this buns, Potato Gem? How are you this buns? How? This is wild. This is wild. Like, no, there's no like. There's no like. You're just straight buns, Shinoa. How are you letting this man fry you like this? And you actually bled this time. At least before, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, maybe you could argue this is like some of her blood right here after getting slashed seemingly on her shoulders. But like, you know, you can maybe write that off. Would he just punch you in the mouth and now you're bleeding? Come on now. Well, come on over. Crackle. Okay, so something crackles. Seemingly Mafuyu appears. Oh, so this is probably Natsuki that hit her. There you are. It's a trap, Shinoa. Big Bro's like, your power level, it's too low. Do I need to step in and low diff them for you? Again? And again? Because you're buns? Oh, I'm sorry, being so beat. Wait, too beat. Let's see. Okay, so Natsuki uppercutted her. Oh. Ah, that's smart. That's smart. Okay, so that's smart. So he gathered up the rubble, put the invisibility cloak around the rubble, spun it. Boom. Ah, what the? Fooled ya. Clunk. Yep, and then he lets the rocks come out. He was hiding rubble in the invisibility suit. Mafuyu came up with that plan on his own? Ah, even see, like, look at that. That's proud. That's pride too. That is straight pride in sibling. And that's true, right? Like, notably, there are many things that my own little brother can do that I can't, that I'm always super proud of him for. Like I'm like, darn, Jay, like you are doing something that I literally could not do. And like I had my things that I was good at, but there are many things I wasn't. Like I wasn't very good at sports. I only ran track. Oh, wasn't even just not very good at sports. Just wasn't interested in sports. He's interested in sports. He has a bunch of knowledge on it, a bunch of information on it. Has done really, really well in sports. He's very, very good at music. He can play multiple instruments. I can't play a single instrument. I used to sing. Don't do that anymore. So like he has dove into an artistic field at a level much higher than I ever did and never planned to, so I'm also very proud of him for that. There are many things he does that I'm always proud of, and it's always great to see. Because once again, I don't know, I forget how big the gap is between Natsuki and Mafuyu in terms of age. I think it's like 2 or 3 years, but like, it's always nice, especially when you have memories of them not being able to do things, and then seeing them evolve further and further as a little human being. It's like crazy, man, crazy. There's something beautiful about watching those you love and care for grow up. It's nice, it's sweet, it's sweet. It tickles the soul. We'll see. Shinoa! You're so buns! I have to backpack you again! This is like the 5th chapter in a row, Shinoa! Let's see. I'm gonna make a joke. Every other manga's dropping peak, and meanwhile you're getting dropped by someone who's not peak! Let's see. Ask the money and the others to reach Sakamoto. Let's get out of here. Oh, that's nice. Too bad Kaji. But this is a battle between siblings, so I understand why Kaji, Totomaru, and Amane just aren't allowed here, because they don't have siblings. Let's see. Yeah. He's really grown up. We're only 11 pages in the chapter. What's about to go wrong? Oh my God. See, part of me is so mixed. So mixed. Because I'm so happy that at least one of these new order members, because yes, we had the original new order, Tanabata and Torres, and then Oki came back, master of the old order. But like, we had by the way, speaking of Oki, what did I tell? Unless we're cutting back to it after, we're probably not. What did I tell you though? We were never gonna see the end of Oki versus Nagumo. How many chapters has it been since that fight? It's been at least like 15, or no, at least 10, possibly 15. We're never seeing Nagumo versus Oki wrap up is getting off screen, dog. It's getting off screen. You wanted a really interesting fight between the two leaders of our respective subgroups right now? Oh, that's crazy. So you can say, does not care. Take these nameless characters instead. But that's the thing. We still don't have a name for this guy. Please don't get a name at the end of this chapter. We're 12 pages deep. We still don't have a name for this guy, and he has so much aura, but it's coming at the cost of Shiina, a character with an actual name, with a cool mixed fighting style. But it's just buns. Like she's knocked out. She's actually done. Did she actually get knocked out by that? Yeah, it looks like it's over. She's like, from rocks, I'm not talking about Rocks D. Zebek, the strongest pirate to ever live outside of Joy Boy himself. In fact, I do wonder that. Sorry, that's One Piece. I'm not gonna spoil One Piece. I've spoiled One Piece for myself a million different ways, but like I know some people don't read One Piece and all these spoils, so I won't go into it. But Rocks D. Zebek, she got knocked out by just rocks in a coat. Like that was it. That's so embarrassing. From Mafuyu, dog. Like a C tier character knocked out Shiina. You're buns! And your brother has so much aura. I just wish it didn't come at the cost of Shiina. Like, if that'd be so much. Like, if Shiina just wasn't so bummy. If Shiina was just a little bit better. If she'd, like, I don't even care if it was Kaji, dog. If she'd actually done some permanent or, like, knocked out Kaji, bro. Like, she got diffed by some rocks and is feeding her brother so much aura, man. It's like an aura siphon, bro. It's like a binding vow in JJK. It's the Heavenly Restriction. As long as one of them has aura, the other can't. And so far, Shiina is one of your really cool fighting style and a more interesting fighting style than her big brother. It just doesn't matter. She doesn't have any aura. Let's see. Hold it right there. Okay, let me give a more serious voice. Hold it right there. Okay, so they both start shaking. All right, let's see. Shaka. I just wanted to live in peace. But what can you do? Well, I mean, we weren't assassins, so like, live in peace is questionable, but let's see. What can you do? Is he gonna blitz? Oh! Finally! After 10,000 years, we have a name. Not the name I was expecting. I don't know what name I was expecting, but Kippei. Alright, there we go. Interesting, though. All that aura, then you calm down. Alright. Hey, little brother. What's your name? Mafuyu. Am I saying that right? Is it Mafuyu? Is it my? I think I'm putting an I in there. Is it Mafuyu? Mafuyu? I think it may be Mafuyu. I've been saying Mafuyu. I haven't gotten corrected on that. The anime's out. I mean, I need to check the anime. But I think it's going to be Mafuyu, not Mafuyu. Because the my, there'd be an I before the F. I was like, Mafuyu. Mine's Kippei. Nice to meet you, Mafuyu. Nice to meet you, Kippei. You're good. You are the, in fact, next to Taurus, of all the new additions to the Order, I think he's actually my favorite. Like, even more than Oki. Because Oki's alright. He's got a bit of aura. So maybe Oki at 2 still. But, like, Taurus #1, Oki at 2, and then Kippei at 3, man. Kippei's got it. Let's see. Nice to meet you, Mafuyu. Let's see who's stronger, okay? We both have somebody to protect, don't we? Mafuyu, do not take the bait. Mafuyu, please gank him. Mafuyu, you're not ready for this. Mafuyu, you're not ready for this. Mafuyu, please. Mafuyu, please. Let's see. Or see, I see saying it. Mafuyu, please. Mafuyu, please. Well, listen, we both have somebody to protect, don't we? Oh. All right, we're cutting away from this. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm glad we got Kippei's name. I can finally stop calling him Big Bro. Let's see. Whew. Dang it. These JA peons keep getting in the way. Oh, my glories keep boiled. Yeah, Seb and the guys are waiting. Hurry up and hop in. Poor I think it's Shoutang. Let's see. We gotta get Sakamoto to safety quickly. Huh? What are you doing, Atari? I think it's Hana. Oh. What, something gotta go wrong? I thought you ran out of luck, though. I thought you ran out of divination powers. What's happening? What's it? This inconsistent. Where's the spine character, dog? And where's your nose? Let's see. So, but like, maybe this didn't work. Maybe this is just Shin. But like, Atari, I thought you ran out of luck. I thought you couldn't divine the future anymore. Why do you keep having more luck? Like, I tell you, this character's dumb, stupid, inconsistent. I can't take it anymore. I thought she just was never introduced. Let's see. Huh? What's wrong? Uh-oh. I'm sensing. Through his telepathy, I'm assuming. Uh-oh. I'm sensing. Oh, no. Tanabata, are you finally going to get some aura? He's going to destroy the bridges? That should be cool. But, to be continued. Alright, so we're cutting away from the Brotherly duel. Alright. I'd still say a W chapter. It's a cool chapter for Mafuyu in particular. And once again, Kippei's just a cool character. I like Kippei. Kippei, so far, I've been kind of on the track, as much as I did like voicing El Matador. The fact that he didn't get a name, the cop guy was boring, Loose Fight was boring. Like, I mean, like, it was fine. It wasn't boring, but it was like, it's nothing's really been hitting. But Kippei's been hitting. The students fight, it's hit the most. We've gotten 2 characters with actual names. Even if Sheena's a bum who hasn't done anything and got knocked out by some rocks to the jaw, and you're like, well, of course, Pencil, you'd be knocked out by rocks to the jaw. Correction, I'd be knocked out by a rock to one side of my jaw because I'm that bummy. But like, that's the thing, right? I can give a pass to Shiina because she's at least cool. Like, I like her mixed fighting style with the short range, long range, the mid range. I like the transformation. I don't get how it works at all, but like the hammer mode is cool. I like that. Like she has a great design. Like she's cool. She's just a bum. She's just bummy. So like she's failing at literally every single job she has here, which is literally just to take down some non-top tiers. But Mafuyu looks really, really cool. I like the paneling that he gets. I like the trick that he used here using the coat, and I like Kippei. Right? Like Kippei, he's like, he has aura, but he seems like a really cool, relaxed kind of guy. Well, not relaxed, he's very tense, but like notably, I understand Kippei as an older brother myself, and being worried for and taking care of your younger sibling, and I understand him, and I like his design. His fighting style isn't as cool, and I'll admit, while his weapon is unique, it's just another short range blunt force weapon. Like I'm not the biggest fan of it, but still, what Shiina lacks in actual competency, Kippei makes up for, and what Kippei lacks in interesting fighting style, Shiina makes up for. So overall, they compensate for each other really well, which is good writing. So like ultimately, Suzuki Sensei is cooking right now with these two, and hopefully maybe Tanabata will finally get some cookage too, man. Like he's a fine enough character, but I'm hoping we get to see him cook. We're possibly going to see Kendaka versus Tanabata. Kendaka doesn't appear in this chapter, which is kind of weird, but we don't really see the inside of the van anyway. So hopefully Kendaka can fight Tanabata or something, because I don't think we're gonna get rid of Shin or have Shin fight this soon, even against Tanabata. So overall, we're in a really good position. But with that being the case, if you didn't always see it in this video, hold on, let me hit the worthiness. If you didn't always see in this video, please do me a favor and leave one brother to another. Might as well, right? One brother to another in the comment section down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you do not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also you have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month to get things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member to the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks include the live reactions to every other series I have to review, ad-free variations of all my videos, your names at the end of every single video, thank yous with your names at the end of every single video. If you're a $3 member or higher, you get access to me reading your name as well at the end of every single video, not just being listed. And on top of that, you get early access to all the videos on my second channel, That Guy with the Reaction, where I drop reaction videos every Saturday at 1 p.m. EST. You will get all those videos early as well. And with it being the case, you can also drop 5 beans in my Ko-Fi in the description for a short video, or 25 beans for a long video if you just want to do a one-time donation or one-time request. But regardless, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, Brandon Payne, J2MA, Guillaume, Buddha Uda, Alex Kenny, Enzo, Swift Strike, Superflame Zero, Yuki Ally, Azo2404, Striker Man, Grim, Straw, Ollie, The Boy, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Magic, CCC, Official Popeyes, Ramondo Furen, Create Panem, Serafiel, Dino, Axis XC, Plant Crone, Pickle, Heath Nelson, Hector Gonzalez, P-Sub, and Black Sage. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: A+A, Kevin Encarnacion, Dread Zoen, Sean, and Midnight Lord 21. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our Ink tier members: King RTX and Shrimpo the 4 Shrimp 06. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Walkie Munoz and Walkie Munoz.